Pass.
Ace.
Raise to 500. Pass.
Raise here from Rankamar. He's got ace queen.
Call.
Quick call from Andy Black. Pair of sevens. Price Pansy. 9-2 offsuit. Not quite sure what he's doing here.
Well, he might be thinking of re-raising.
Raise to 2,000.
That's all he could do.
Okay, so Presbanzi is making what we call a squeeze play. This is when there's been an initial raiser and a flat caller. He's got to reckon that if he can get through the first raiser,
Pass.
then the caller can't call either.
Yeah, but he's reckoning without Andy Black. I mean, Andy Black's seen this.
And Andy Black's gone all in. Wow. Andy Black has read this situation absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, that's the only trouble when you're doing this play. You've got to make sure you've got who's in the play with you. It's not a bad move. I've done it myself lots of times, but you've got to make sure your players are. I think he did it because he knew he could get through Renemaker. He knew he could get through him unless he had a monster. Well, of course, we all know that Andy's just getting a bit of TV time here. There's no way he's going to call this.
You know one thing, he's just done 2,000 in cold blood. He made a move, he's come unstuck.
He's got a lot of moves, though. That's good. It's always good to have moves in the tank at this game. You know, he's sure he could do a move. He just, like you say, once Andy Black's come in there, he don't like to fold.
You can choose one if you want.
Can I look at one?
There is no specific strategy for one-table satellites. It's like you just have to try and make good decisions. I know that sounds really bland and etc. etc. But you sit down and you're trying to play the players as they are at that time. So I'm just hoping my mind doesn't kind of freeze over and the clouds of confusion and ignorance don't descend on me, and I realise that actually, intrinsically my mind is sort of infinitely wise and full of infinite compassion. So I hope in this situation, that happens to me.
How do you think the style of these players today compared to the 8 years ago when we first played late night poker?
A lot more aggressive, Simon, aren't they? They're a lot more aggressive. A lot of them, they don't play as much poker these days. They don't want to see as many flops and that. A lot of raise and re-raising and stuff. I'm not particularly on about this heat we're watching now, but in general,
And Andy Black there found a pair of tens. He's our second chip leader. Raised it up, 825. Round to Tobias Renkemeyer. One of our short stacks, got just over 3,000.
Got a bit of fireworks here, huh?
Well, with ace king, what hand do you want to wait for, Dave? I mean, it's got to be all in.
Yep.
All in.
Draw.
All in from Renkemeyer. We have a coin flip situation here, 50-50 virtually. Renkemeyer's got the ace king, needs to get lucky.
And this pair of tens.
The flop from hell. There it is, a 10.
Wow, it's a tough situation for Renkemeyer now. Only way he can win this is Jack Queen.
Turn card. Here it is.
Well, there's the Jack. It can happen. We've seen it happen before on late night poker. He needs a Queen.
No. Good game.
No,
guys.
not to be. And we lose our 5th place finisher.
Good hand.
Tobias Renkemeyer had a lot of aces in this, and the best one he got was ace king, and when he got it, he ran into the hand, 2 tens of Andy Black. And unfortunately, the online qualifier from Germany is going to be leaving us in 5th place.
I think it was a great experience, and at first I was a bit nervous, and later on I think it was kind of okay. The table was nice, some nice talk, and yeah, friendly. Andy Black has the best chances. He has a lot of chips, he plays aggressively, and that's pretty important four-handed, and so I think he's my favorite.
And here we go again with another late night poker retro hand. This time we're going to see it from the viewpoint of Henriksen. Paul Jackson first to act. Round to our chip leader Andy Black, he folds as well.
Call.
Press Banzi.
Call.
He's going to call. Lines are 150, 300, so there's 600 in the pot. Henriksen checks his option. That's King 8 offsuit.
Check. Check. Check.
Both players check.
400. It's 400.
Bryce Pansy's betting 400 into a 600 pot.
Cool.
You've got to assume that Henriksen's calling here just to bluff him off it because you don't think he's got anything.
Absolutely. Or maybe he's put him on a straight draw. It's 5-5 deuce 3 on the turn.
But sometimes you put people on the only hand you can beat, and you're going to go broke, you know. Especially now with deuces come at the end, you could easily have a deuce down there.
Well,
1100.
now if Prasbanzi was on a straight draw, he's missed. So he's now betting 1100 into a 1400 pot. Now, of course, we can see that Henriksen has only got king high.
To me, this is an automatic fold, but I mean, you know, he's obviously wondering, you know, the guy's either got a 5 or a 2, or he's won the pot. But the fact that he's carried on fighting once you've called him, and you're on the big blind, I mean, you could easily have a deuce or a 5 there.
Well, Prasbanzi limped in, checked the flop, bet the turn. Henriksen called to bluff. And now on the river, he's not sure whether his king's good. He's got two choices, I suppose. Fold or raise. Surely he can't call. Well, he's made the call here, Dave, so well, let's see what Prasbanzi has. He's got a full house.
Yeah, he's got the
He had it all along. He's flopped the 3-5s. He's bet it on the turn, made it look like it's a draw, and on the end, he's made the right size bet to put doubt in Henriksen's mind, and he's won a nice pot there, Prasbanzi.
Well, Henriksen didn't put him on an ace, so he thought if he didn't have a 5 or a deuce, the king was good, you know. I mean, it's not the worst call in the world, but he didn't have to get himself in that position, you know. He could have easily threw the underway on the flop.
You know I don't have a moving me.
You can see you're involved in poker school, can't you? That's
Henriksen on the button here.
What?
He folds, so Paul Jackson, our short stack.
There's a guy who made like the 4th move against Ivy, for goodness sake.
Right.
Apparently it's the only one he's ever made.
King Jack of diamonds. Well, surely he's going to raise here. Blinds
You're
are
on all in,
153.
are you?
He's gone all in.
Let's go.
Can Andy Black? Andy Black says, "Let's go,"
Call.
and he's calling.
Oh, my.
Let's go means I call. He's called.
Closer for me.
Well, actually, Andy Black did a little bit of a slim move there. He said he's moving all in, he went yes.
And it's King, Jack,
Couldn't avoid this really, Dave, could he? I mean, King Jack suited in the small blind.
Comes 9.
He's in trouble now.
That looks good.
They always make it interesting in 4 straight.
And you got a better
Andy Black has flopped 2 pair.
This time it's not
Only
going to
to
happen.
king.
No, this time I don't think so.
It is possible to hit the miracle runner, king.
2 out tonight, 2 out.
Unbelievable.
Let's see
Better
the
know,
card.
No help,
Good game.
and we lose Paul Jackson.
No cards, man.
He made 2 pair, but the 2 pair of Andy Black with Ace Jack. He's going to win this pot. He's going to consolidate his chip lead.
I can't really complain. I mean, I've played what I was dealt, and I've done my best. All in all, I mean, Andy's a great player, and he's been flopping sets left, right, and centre, and he's outdrawn me a couple of times. But I mean, when you get a great player like him with a big stack, having doubled up first hand and hitting cards, it's always going to be a very tall order for me and everybody else left in there. So from this point on, I would imagine Andy's probably favourite.
Still our chip leader, way out in front, Andy Black, 19,000 chips. Andy Black, of course, 5th in the World Series of Poker, 2005, winning 1.75 million. But his 2 opponents here, they've got quite a good record themselves. They both own World Series of Poker bracelets.
Call.
Black choosing just a flat call. A pair of 5s, a little bit strange that. 19,000 chips, you think he would be quite happy just to pick up the 600.
Yeah, I don't like this
Raise
play,
all
but
in.
And Prasbanzi has decided this is a time to make a play. Now,
How much is it?
this is not an easy call.
Andy's got to assure me even money at best. I would think Andy's going to throw this away, but you don't really want to double him up. A pair of 5s is neither in nor there, but Andy does make some calls. He might make this call. But
Do you think that he set this play up? Do you think he deliberately flat called,
no,
prepared to take on?
no.
Oh, no, sorry.
No, because he knows he's going to be even money, right, with 2 5s. Simon, why do you want to set up an hand where you even money to lose your money? You see, if Andy had raised with his 2 5s from the start, this would have never happened. Well, Banzi don't look too happy if Andy's having a stare at him.